Hello and welcome to episode 7 on the big 132 model farm. In today's video, we've got a bit of a move around in the yards, some more silage, a bit of the yard being made better. In the 15 acre, nothing's really gone on much, as they're still waiting for it to be ready to harvest, or till it needs more fertiliser. But in the yard, it looks quite empty, as you've got the masses now on the feeder, and the silage trailer and grain trailer and the loader are all out on hire, or being used somewhere. You've still got the bale trailer, feed rings on there still, the rolls are all parked up, and you've got the contractor's buck raking clamp roller there, because this arable farm is doing bits for the contractors when they're not doing stuff for themselves. You've got the bale squeezing harrow parked up there, the last 3 silage bales, which you'll have to do them for a while unless you buy in some. We've got the Massey 6613 just parked on the Keenan feeder, as that's been doing the feeding recently. And the Case International's back on the straw blower, as we've got the little Massey 3 again. Then we've got the Seadrill sprayer for quad bike for spreader or slug pellet spreader. Then we've got the baler parked up, which they might be selling as you don't really need it, and don't do that much baler anymore themselves. And just loading up a few of the animals which are big enough to be sold off now and going back into the food chain again. Just loading some of those up to be sent off. Got the first spreader which still needs to go inside, and the normal equipment and the big grain shed. And then we got 2 of the cars and the gator all parked across there, and they got the silver Land Rover and the cow trailer today. Then in this shed here, they've used a few more straw bales up, and they've got a bit of silage left from what they were buying from the dairy farmer, which is what they'll have to do, and not use much hay up, as we've not been feeding as much hay recently. So we've been going through silage quickly to add more silage. Midden will need to be emptied soon, as they've been filling it up, and they'll have to muck that big shed out soon enough. Then on the road, got the contractors Class Jaguar 960 on their grass head, their big JCB H250 I think it is, on their triaxle cane. They've also got a police car just pulled in that gate. We're doing some speed trapping, making sure no one's speeding. They've also got the big 8S just on their silage trailer, helping the contractors out, as the contractors are quite busy now with some early first cuts. But it looks like this setup's going back to the yard for a few days, as it's a bit too wet to do much, and they've got no one really needs much doing. They've got the wheeled loader going down the road, but he might get done by the policeman, as he's not got any guards or anything on his buck rake, and it's quite a lot wider than the wheeled loader, and he might scratch a few cars or hit some hedges or buildings. Then behind him he's got a car which is just snuck in between the convoy. As you can see, it's quite a lot of them. We've also got a 6930 or 6920 on a fella 2-rotor rake, which is doing all the roaning for them. So he's been quite busy recently, trying to keep ahead of the big 960 chopper. We've also got another car going down the road there. Then the dairy farmers' cows are back in this field here. Got a few just here around the tanker. Look, then one looks like a bull or a bullock trying to get over the hedge. See what's going on just there. Got the last few just eating some silage or still in the shed. And as you can see, the shed's quite empty now. They'll need to do a bit of tidying up, as the cows have been flinging the straw about quite a bit. And they've got the crush and mower still there. Got a cow just having a drink. Then just in front of the cow shed, you've moved one of the feed fences. They're not using it anymore. We've also got a sheet covering the last few of their straw bales, which will be installed in the contractor's yard just there, as they'd bought them but not shifted them. Then in the silage clamp, what was the silage clamp, you've now got one of the feed rails in here, got a few straw bales stacked up just there, and some dry cows and some weaned calves in there, just while they've got the clamp space. So they can have some more bits inside in the other shed. Got all the tyres piled up there, and they're giving them some feed just to help them the calves grow and keep the dry calves growing and stop them getting healthy. Then a man just having a rest after forking some silage too. And they've got most of the equipment is in this little storage shed. And they've got the bale lifter and feed ring just parked up there. And the muck grab's been left in a bit of a bad spot, so that might get in the way a bit. Then you've got the Land Rover just parked up there. You see the chopper and slurry pump just poking out. You've got the feeder and rake in there as well. You've got the calf pens all stacked up there. Buck rake and a seed bag just there. And this field here, neither of these two fields here have germinated yet. In this yard area here, turns out the dairy farm own this, so they've cleared off all the last of their bales, which are just behind the scraper tractor, and they're going to take all those dividers back to the arable farm, and then you've got the telehandler just scooping up some of the last bits of muck. It looks like they must be doing some development or something here. Then you've got this field here hasn't germinated yet. You've got the TM165 on the low loader, which will be a fair pull for it. It's not the biggest of tractors, it's a big low loader. Then they've got the 6290 on the grain trailer, and they've got the little New Holland telehandler just loading up the muck. Then they've got the silage trailer parked up here, the 12-ton cane silage trailer, it might be 13. In this field here, it looks like the dairy farm must be renting this out now, or the arable farmers are going to be selling some standing maize or combining it, because we've got the maize drill out on the John Deere 6R150, and the voucher's just loading them up with the road sweeper on the back, so we can tidy up that yard and stop him doing any wheelies with having all the weight in the front, with the two big seed bags just on the end of the bale squeeze, so they haven't got any very good pallet tines. Then this field here, the same, it hasn't germinated very much yet, but it should hopefully germinate soon enough. And you've got another view of the big convoy going down the road there, as you can see. Then they've got the last 5 silage bales here. They've not used many up, as they've got a good amount of grass and the cows aren't needing much silage anymore. This field here and the other silage field and all the other fields in this block of land will hopefully be getting mown in a few weeks' time for first cut. The muck spread is just parked up there on this field, which should be muck spread, and I think this will be harrowed and grazed soon again, or it will be harrowed and put for silage. There's nothing going on down the track, as the cows are still a fair way off. And there's another view into the storage shed, and a better view of them loading up the animals with everything parked up, and you can also see the little matty a bit better, everything in the storage shed. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.